Let's start with a question. If you woke up tomorrow and your paycheck didn't come, how long could you survive without panic? Most people would say a few weeks, some maybe a few months. And that's exactly the problem. Society keeps us chasing money but never teaches us how to stop chasing. We're told to study hard, get a good job, buy a house, and save for retirement. But Nietzsche would have called that a herd path, the comfortable. Obedient root society designs for the many, not the self-determined path of the few. This talk isn't about quick hacks or get-rich schemes. It's about awakening, escaping the financial and psychological trap that most never break free from. Nietzsche once said, "The individual has always struggled to keep from being overwhelmed by the tribe. In today's world, that tribe isn't a physical village. It's an economic system. It's corporate offices, social media comparisons, debt cycles, and invisible social rules that condition us to compete endlessly. You're rewarded for running faster in the same circle, not for escaping the track. From childhood, we're trained to be efficient workers, not free thinkers. Schools teach memorization, not wealth creation. They grade compliance, not creativity. Nietzsche would call this the morality of the herd, obedience disguised as virtue. To escape it, one must first see it. That's the awakening moment. The shift from "I must earn my living" to "I must design my life." The illusion of security. Why do people stay stuck in the rat race? Because they confuse security with freedom. A monthly salary feels safe. A steady job feels predictable. But Nietzsche reminds us, he who has a why to live can bear almost any how. If the why of your life is a paycheck, you will always be controlled by those who issue it. True security doesn't come from a corporation. It comes from capability, the ability to create value independently, the confidence to survive outside of a given system. That requires learning. The game schools never taught. Financial intelligence. The financial game you were never taught. The real financial game has 4 levels. The worker trades time for money. The self-employed owns a job, but still trades personal effort for pay. The business owner creates systems that earn money without direct labor. The investor makes money work for them. Schools, governments, even most families educate people only to level 1 and 2. The system needs compliant taxpayers and employees, not financially free. Thinkers Nietzsche spoke about the Übermensch, the overman, who transcends the herd and defines his own values. In financial terms, the Übermensch isn't measured by income, but by independence, by how little control others have over their time and mind. Asset creation, not income generation, becomes the goal. You stop asking, "How can I make more money?" and start asking, "How can I build something that earns money even when I rest?" Consumerism. The modern chains. The rat race isn't just about work, it's about what happens after work. You get paid, and instantly you're told what to do with that money. Advertising, trends, social status. The modern form of slavery is voluntary consumption. Nietzsche would call it a morality of comfort, seeking pleasure, avoiding discomfort, never questioning. Why minimalism and intentional living are more than lifestyle trends. They are forms of rebellion. The less you need, the freer you become. Financial freedom is less about more money and more about fewer dependencies. The credit card, the mortgage, the upgrade. It all seems harmless until it becomes your cage. The modern world sells convenience, but real freedom is inconvenient. It demands discipline and thought. It means saying no to what everyone else worships, awakening the creator. Mindset. Nietzsche's philosophy wasn't nihilism. It was creation. He didn't want people to despair. He wanted them to build, meaning escaping the rat race. Demands that same spirit. Stop living inside systems built by others and start creating your own. Become a creator in every sense. Financially, intellectually, spiritually. Stop consuming blindly. Learn how systems work. Invest in assets, not trends. Build skills that multiply value. When you own your tools, your mind, your knowledge, your creativity, you no longer need permission to live freely. Start with one act of courage. Reject the life that everyone else glorifies if it doesn't inspire you. That's how Nietzsche would define the first step toward becoming your own master. The path to freedom, escaping. The modern rat race isn't about quitting your job tomorrow. It's about shifting from employee thinking to ownership thinking. It means calculating how much freedom your money buys you, building assets that reduce dependency, mastering self-discipline. Because freedom without consciousness leads back to chaos. Nietzsche taught that one must become who they truly are. In financial and spiritual terms, that means designing a life not for appearances, but for authenticity. The modern rat race thrives on fear, fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of starting over. But the moment fear stops ruling you, the cage opens. The philosopher would tell us, don't just make a living, make a life worth living. So, ask yourself tonight, are you building freedom? Or are you decorating your cage?